Welcome back, guys, to Pro League here on a Tuesday night. We're live at the Nexon Arena, and Prime is getting punished. Jane Green Wings 2-0 up right now, and not looking to stop anytime soon.
No, man. It's been a rough day for Prime fans, no doubt. It's been a rough round for Prime fans. They did, of course, pick up in the recent trades those two Chinese pros, Invictus. Anyone else that, of course, may come from Invictus in the future will be eligible to play as soon as they're added to the roster. But haven't really been able to save them. You know, one or two players here and there is not going to save a team that is in so much trouble, especially considering that Chinese players are still not considered to be at the level of Koreans. They seem to be second best when it comes to, like, WCG, for example, but and oftentimes actually in WCS, but still not on the level of Korean players just yet. And we might not even get to see Jim today. There's a high chance that BBoongBBoong is going to go down here in the next match.
Yeah, I'd say it's highly likely. I don't think Trap is going to let anything go. The Jin Air coach even was like, we're taking this very seriously. You know, we haven't shown the best Jin Air that the Jin Air fans know and love about our team, and we want to come out today and really kill these guys, and that's exactly what they're doing. It's kind of unfortunate for Prime, but it's looking good for Jin Air at least. Here's Trap. You're talking about kind of like a roster filler almost at this time. He's only 3-3. He's only played 6 games. It's very surprising, actually.
Yeah. You know, the guy clearly is back in form, though. He's not like top 5 Protoss, but he's a scary Protoss. He's scarier than anything Prime has to offer right now. And let's be real here. BBoongBBoong has just not shown us anything incredible yet. So I feel like Trap probably just going to play as normal as possible, as safe as possible here, and just try to make sure that BBoongBBoong doesn't snipe him. We saw yesterday Departure sniped Hero. And that's going to put fear into any Protoss player's heart going, oh, I could die to anybody, you know?
Yeah, maybe BBoongBBoong watches that game and he's like, oh, I can do that too. You know, this is Echo. I think it's the same map, actually. I think it actually is. So let's see. Let's see if he actually does go for that. I think it's definitely possible if he's paying attention at all.
Well, he looks stressed out, man. You know, I get stressed out
really
a lot.
does.
I drink Trevi. I saw BBoongBBoong had a Trevi in there, man. He and I are so
alike. You guys are bonding, you and BBoongBBoong?
Well, you can see BBoongBBoong has no wins in recent history in Pro League. He's played a lot of GSL qualifiers. He has knocked out some notable players in those. I'm not gonna like go back and reference those because those are all, you know, offline qualifier events that are just really not televised matches. But
it's got a really interesting song too.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with this song, but anyways, the guy has beaten some good players in the past. He does have a long-standing history of doing well in old times in ZVZ, like Wings of Liberty, but in recent times, absolutely not.
Yeah. Let's jump into the game right now, guys. It's going to be Trap versus BBoongBBoong on Echo. Up here in the top left, in the green for the Jin Air Green Wings, our Protoss player, it is Trap.
And his opponent to the bottom right in purple. That's B4, aka BBoongBBoong. It was called B4 by I think like a Team Liquid writer once, and because his name has 4 capital B's.
Yeah.
And it's much easier to write that than to write his full name. And then I used that nickname for a while because of that, and then I saw some Koreans started using it as well, so it's kind of like an alternate nickname that he has because his name is so long, but there's some history on that ID. It's kind of like the ID for a farting sound.
Yeah.
That's what they say in Korean for farting noises. So.
Yeah. I also want to point out this is not the same map that Departure was able to kill Hero on. It was actually Coda.
That's right. Coda and Echo, very similar maps, but you're right. It was Coda. We're going to see a drone scout here because, honestly, if I were Gerard, I'd be like, you better drone scout because Jin Air is not taking us seriously today. They're actually just trying to not show good. They're not trying to show builds, not trying to show strats. I would not be surprised if on a 2-player map, Trap Cannons, you better drone scout. Like, do not even think about doing something greedy, especially against such a good player as Trap. Trap is a good cannoning Protoss as well. We see him do quite well with that. Checking for proxies as well in the main base.
Yeah, extremely safe. It's cool to see. And look at this. It looks like Trap is going for a Nexus first as well.
Yeah, and this drone is going to be able to block this 3 probes coming down. He really wants the Nexus first. What's funny is this happens to Pro players so infrequently that I feel like sometimes they don't know exactly how to react. If you don't pull 3 probes, you're not going to be able to get that down as quickly. But is it as efficient to do that instead of just getting a gateway up first? It's like really hard to say, but because you lose a lot of mining time pulling those probes and your Nexus is still significantly delayed. Zergs have that down to a T, man, exactly how many drones they need to pull to stop a probe from blocking or when they need to add their pool, because they've been dealing with this for years.
Yeah, man. Well, Trap going to go for a scout of his own. And it looks like we're just going to see a very fast third base out of BBoongBBoong as well. After seeing that Nexus first, not a bad idea. We go hatch, pool, hatch, gasless.
Yep. You know, like sub 330 even. That's a pretty quick hatch. But what Trap wants to find out is, are you taking your gases right away? And he sees, no, you're not. He's going to stick around for a little bit longer, see if there's the gases are taken. He's like, okay, you're not taking them. You're definitely not going to show this to me if you are, or the lings come out and the queen comes out. So I'm going to go check your third base with my probe. And we see him do that right now. And we do see that gas taken the second the probe leaves. So there's definitely some possibility for aggression.
Yeah. Also makes 4 lings very fast. Wants to shut down that probe scout, wants to make sure he gets out of there. And I guess possibly go to the front, maybe poke at a pylon or so.
Yeah, well, he needs to kind of get out there and check around the map too. And with making those 4 lings plus this early hatch, his drone count really suffers, as you guys could see. He's actually behind about, actually at this moment in time, 7 harvesters behind. He needs to spend all of his larva droning now as he sends these lings across the map. Yeah. He's also losing mining time from some of those drones on minerals because he's got gas mining, so keep all these things in mind. He needs to make that third base actually make up for its cost ASAP. And he's actually supply blocked here, so he can't even make those drones he needs to make.
Yeah, pretty heavily supply blocked there, in fact, for a little bit. Seems like those lings, like you were saying, just checking out there, wanted to make sure the probe wasn't going to get any sneaky pylons down. And now the probe looking to possibly go out on the map, but really nice positioning with those lings up there. We're going to scout it out.
I think he might have been checking too, like, are you pulling up a bunch of lings or something over here? Are you hiding something? Are you going to do an all into me? I think that might have been what that probe was going to check, but he is actually now adding a bunch of lings, and he is going to be doing an all in, so props to Trap for checking for that because he's read the situation pretty well. BBoongBBoong has gone up to only 25 harvesters, so if this doesn't work, he's going to have a very hard time transitioning. Absolutely could work, and this is the kind of build I like to see as someone who's playing against a player who's much more successful in recent times, someone who's much more respected and frankly just better. So you know, some is when you up against a player who's better than you, rather than just trying to hope that you can win in a straight up game, do an all in. Oh no, this is going to get interesting. He's moving across the map, but he's about to run into a ton of speedlings. This is a really good situation for BBoongBBoong.
Yep. And he's waiting for that speed. He may even just try to go around and show Trap that he doesn't have a lot of stuff. Yeah. Look at this. All these lings going towards the north first.
He wants him to commit. He wants him to commit to these units, and then he's going to crush them and force a recall, which means less energy at home. Really smart move here by BBoongBBoong. Now he recalls home, but he's going to need more sentries. He's going blink right now. The sentry, he needs to, unfortunately drops on the wrong side.
Oh, man.
Barely saves a sentry, but he doesn't get to use both force fields the way he wants to. Where are the rest of the sentries? 2 more coming in right now, and he needs a building wall here. Sentries alone are not going to cut it. He barely gets that force up in time. That was a close call.
Yeah, these are a ton of lings. And look at that gateway, already losing all of his shields. Trying to desperately chrono boost out some units here. Or at least the warp gate cooldown. Some lings actually do get through, trying to get to work on that pylon now.
Now he's going to start building another wall here, but he's going to need more than just that. He needs another pylon to the south as well. Those lings are just going to go right through. Oh, he gets it. Okay, that was a close call.
Gateway will go down.
The second one is getting vulnerable as well. He's going to need to replace that one, but at this time, there's not going to be much lings left to get through.
Yeah, there really won't, but at the same time, he is following up with more and more lings. He is not letting go right now, and that may be a mistake. As Trap gets more and more sentries, he's going to have more and more force fields, and he does have a tight wall here.
I know, this game is essentially over. He's never going to break a wall with things like, think about this concept. I talked about this yesterday. You know that one of the most frustrating things in StarCraft is like your opponent just makes a ton of links and you have a wall, and your Zealot doesn't actually bug out and move. Like, you just win no matter what. But if your Zealot bugs out and moves, then you lose the game. But like, this is a tight wall with like, how many sentries does he have now? 8. You are never going to break this. He could make 100 more lings, and he is never going to break this.
Yeah.
Lose lings running across the map. What are they going to do? They'll make him into banelings. He's got a better chance, but they're just never going to break this. Never, ever, ever. Now he's got cannons too, and 5 more gateways coming up.
And at the same time, +1 finishes here, so it's going to be able. The Zealots will be able to 2-shot these lings, and it's going to make quick work.
Is he going to make more lings with these overlords when they finish?
I suppose so, man.
How many lings is he going to make?
Trap, he's got the answer. You know, he's just going to move across the map. He's added so many gates, and he's just going to put a pylon down, warp, and a bunch of Zealots. Look like BBoongBBoong will try to go for the big counterattack here.
There are 71 lings on the map, and these units are out of position, and he doesn't have a recall. Will he break through? 60 lings remain. There's the Nexus cannon. A Force Field goes down.
Oh, just barely in time.
The answer is no, he will not break through.
Yeah. But forcing some warpins, I suppose, at home.
Units lost for SOS. 9 units have died. 134 for BBoongBBoong currently. And Force Field Donuts going up. Pure Lings versus Sentry and Gateway units that are heavily upgraded. Never going to work. Never going to happen.
Yeah. I mean, he has that +1. +2 is already halfway done. He's going to try once again to go up against the Great Wall Trap. A decent amount of lanes get through, but I still think it won't matter.
It won't matter. Not with the upgrades here. The cannons, the photon overcharge still active for a second there. Look at the supplies.
Yeah.
I can't even believe, well, he already lost the game, so I guess he's just going to keep making links until he's dead.
That's all he's got.
I mean, I joke about him just keep making links, but what are you going to do? Make drones and then die? He lost the game a long time ago. GG.
GG. So, Trap will finish the day here for Jin Air. They're going to get that 3-0. They get that 100% on the bonus stage. And they make it look really easy. Rogue looking happy in the booth as well. Prime Bound, they just got to go back to the drawing board. I don't know what they're going to do. Every single time they come out, they look worse and worse. And it's getting really sad.
The only game, actually no, never mind. I was going to say the only game that looked like the Prime, even was on a competitive level with Jin Air was the first game with Creator, like just got caught a bit off guard, but even that didn't look like they were on the same level. It's just like major leagues versus the minor leagues where we're watching right now, man. The skill difference between these two teams is immense. Yeah. And it's starting to show more and more. And I worry for Prime. I don't know what the solution is. I don't know if there is a solution, but it's. I've been watching this team. This team is a Team League champion team that won the GSTL. They have a championship under their belts, but time has passed, and they have not kept up with the rest of the Korean scene.
Yep, that's for sure. BBoongBBoong takes his 6th loss, still does not have a win, and he doesn't look happy about it. Trap, the victor. Made it look pretty easy. All he had to do was survive that one attack, like you said, and after that, that was it. It was game over.
10,000 lings will not break that wall if he keeps making sentries, kind of keeps force fielding, and he's got a tight wall and cannons and +1. 10,000 unupgraded lings. Unless he runs out of minerals and can't make any more sentries. Actually, no. At some point, if he force fields every time, he's literally going to regen energy fast enough to where he doesn't have to make any more sentries. You're just never going to break it. It's never going to happen.
Yeah. So here's that 3-0 result. Maru defeats Creator very fast. SOS takes his time, plays with his food, and Trap holds off and all in. And there you have it. We got a 3-0. We do not get to see Rogue versus Jim. And we will be moving on to the next match. But first, we will have that MVP interview. And who do you possibly think that'll be, Wolf?
Probably SOS. I don't know, actually. You know what? It could really be anyone.